Welcome back. So this one, we're going back to the Endangered Animals assignment from 336, which is right here for me. And again, I'm going to take all this code because I need to copy and paste it into 346. So I'm going to do Control A, select all, and then Control C, which copies it onto my clipboard. Then I'm going to do Control All again in this assignment, and then Control V this time to paste everything in there. And we can go ahead and see what this looks like now in this web page. So if I reload, that is my web page. Excuse me, that's my web page. So we can see all the changes that have been made, and this looks pretty good. But today what they want us to do is to add some images to these different items, and then also give different classes to the items as well. Maybe it's IDs. I'm forgetting actually, but we'll get there. And what we want for these is a specific border on the items. So we're going to do that. Okay, so to start, let's go ahead and let's see. Let's go ahead and get some images going. Now, we want an image after or underneath each of the lists. So I'm going to do that here. Remember, we're just going to do img. That's our image tag, and then we need a source equals quotations, end of quotations. And if you want to be a little bit thorough on this, you can do alternate text for that as well. Okay. Now, this, by the way, is actually not all that we need, but at least for now, we can at least get the images on there and then apply the IDs to these images later. So all I did right here, you can see, because I've created kind of a template for myself, I did Control C, which again is going to copy that onto my clipboard for the computer. And then underneath each of the other three animals, I can come in here and paste this underneath, and then I'm just ready to find myself an image. And then the alternate text, like for cows, for example, we could say T-bone steak, something like that. Steak, there we go. Or for pigs, we could say, well, we're going to do bacon. And for chicken, we're going to do, I don't know, fried chicken. And for fish, we will do fillets, just like we have for our scientific name, fillet. There we go. Now, this isn't going to do anything for us right now. So if I reload, you can see when the image doesn't show up, at least we have an alternate text on here. And the alternate text, by the way, is not something you need. But I'm ready to find some images that I can now use. So I'm going to go to some free to use images, and we'll just type in bacon after that. So what do we got? We got, let's go to the images, see if we can find a decent one here. Adobe stock, okay, licensable, this one, Snockstep, I guess, let's see, Pixabay, how about Pixabay? This one looks pretty good. So copy image address, and then I can come in here, and for my bacon, I copy the image address, so I'm just in, whoa, that's kind of large, didn't really want that. Let's see if we can make this a little bit better. Click on the image, and then here I can, I should be able to go to share and then copy the image link. So I just click on that and then it copies it for me. Let's see if that's a little bit shorter. Yeah, that seems to work. Well, I put it in the wrong place though. And now that I still put it in the wrong place. What the heck? There we go. That should be where bacon goes. Now I can come back to my web page and reload it, and I should expect to see the bacon. Maybe I did the wrong, maybe I copied from the wrong place. Let's see. Copy image address. Let's see if we can just go in there. It's a little restricted, no problem. Maybe, I wonder if there's, maybe they're all going to be blocked. I don't know. Yeah, this one's blocked too. Free stocks, free pick. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. In any case, that should still work right here. This kind of stuff. So I'm gonna keep it. Maybe you guys can find some stuff that's actually going to show on your computers. But from what I remember, too, some students in the past have been like, "Yeah, Mr. Sal, I can't get these to show up either." Again, it doesn't matter if they show up. All that matters is that we get the credit in the end. It'd be nice if they showed up for us, but sometimes, especially working inside an app, sometimes it doesn't work. Or if it may not show up for me, right, because it's being blocked. So there's the bacon. Let's go to the T-bone steak now. So I'm going to come back here. Let's find a good T-bone steak image. Free use images, T-bone steak. And there we go. Right off the bat, we got this good one right here. I can click on it, go to the three dots, share, I guess, and then just click on this link down here and it copies it for me, and then I can paste it into the image source. So what is this going to do for us? Well, let's find out. At-risk foods. Again, it's not showing anything, but it does have the alternate text for us, so that's convenient. Let's go back, and now we're going to search for fried chicken. Fried chicken. There we go. And we got some good images. Here we go. T-Bone's menu looks pretty good. I should have just copied that there. So share, copy the link. And for my fried chicken, let's go and paste that in there. Now, is this going to show up? Probably not, but again, we have the alternate text there. The last thing we want is an image of some fish fillets. So let's see if we can do this. Fish fillet. Okay, so we got some filleted fish from Piper's Farm right there. So I can click on that. And I go to the three dots, share, copy that in there, and all I got to do now is paste it. Paste it in, save it, and then when I run it, whoops, wrong page, then we should be able to see, hopefully you can see whatever images you're using. I can't for mine, but again, we do have the alternate text on there in case it doesn't show up like it's not, and that's okay too. Now, this is not all that we need. What we now need is to make each of the images their own ID. So that's what we're going to do next, and it doesn't really matter, I guess, what you name these IDs. Excuse me. You got to be a little creative here. So I'm going to come up here to the pigs, and I'm going to give it an ID equals, well, we're just going to call it, well, bacon. How about that? Excuse me, and then up here in my style sheet, I'm going to have a bacon ID, right? So an ID is hashtag or pound sign, and this one was called bacon. Open fancy brackets, close fancy brackets, and what we're going to do with our bacon ID is give it a border style. Now, if you need to look up border styles, you can. Border styles, if you go to docs on the top right of your page, you can scroll down. It's quite a ways down if I remember right, but you can do Control F and then type in border, and then you click on enter until you find all the border styles. There's only 4 that we have. You got solid, dotted, dashed, and double. I'm going to make this one a double border style for bacon. So we've already applied the ID to the bacon down here on line 47. So let's see if that does anything, even though the picture's not showing up. Yeah, there's a double outline right there. So that's working really good, and I'm going to come down here to the cows and give it the ID of, let's see, I'm going to make this one burgers. Again, doing it a little bit different, even though we did T-bone steak. It's not going to matter. But now that I have the ID burgers, I can come up here to my cascading style sheet and give it the ID of burgers. Open fancy brackets, close fancy brackets. And again, we're just going to do another border style on this. And this one, I did double, so we'll do solid on this one. And again, we can go to the web page now and see what that does. There's a solid border style. And next we can go to the next ID for, what have we got, chicken. So again, we're going to give it an ID equals, quotations, and you know, put in whatever you want. I don't know. We did wings before, right? This is fried chicken, so you know, just to show that you can kind of do whatever you want here. I shorten the word chicken, CHKN. So I'm gonna have to remember that when I come up here and put in my ID for CHKN, the chicken ID. And then I'm ready to put in a border, BORDER dash STYLE. And we got double and solid, so let's change it up a little bit. Let's do this one as dashed. Okay, so I can go in here to my web page, and you can see I now have a dashed border. With my dashed border, I'm ready for my last border style for an ID for fish, which we're going to call, again, you can be creative on this one. Just do fishy on this. So I'm going to come up here and give myself a new ID under chicken ID, so £, and we named it fishy on this one. Open fancy brackets, close fancy brackets, and we need another border, BORDER STYLE, border style. And the last one that we got double, solid, and dashed. So I'm missing dotted. That's right. DOTTED. And again, this will give us our final border style, which you can see now is dotted. Again, I'm sorry the pictures aren't showing up, and that's okay though. You'll still get the credit, but at least we got the code down, and this is looking really good. So we're going to be progressing with this endangered animals list. Expect it to come back. But for now, here is the code that we have right now, which is working. Here's a lot of it, and it's not even showing all of the style, the cascading style sheet, but showing a lot of it right there. I'll show the rest of the code, but that's pretty much it for this video. All right, that's the end of the code. If you still need it, you'll need to pause the video, but that's all I got. Thanks for watching.